What's up, gamers? So we're back with another Flash Party character guide, and today we'll be using Metropolis's favorite gamer girl, Tarara. Everyone loves Tarara. A lot of people like the design. A lot of people like her moveset. She's a very, very fun character to play. So here's the guide for you people who want to, start off playing her or thinking about getting her, so you can have a look at her moves and some combos and see if she's the character that you want to play. So Tarara is a pretty basic character. She's what I call a neutral heavy character, because she's a character that gets her basically her bonus from landing specific moves in neutrals or in combos or in strings. So let's just hop right into her A moves. So Tarara's grounded A moves they're pretty okay. They're not what she excels at the most, so they're like pretty slow. As you can see, her grounded A moves are basically just like coverage options. So let's go into the jab. Tarara's neutral A is a 3-hit jab that basically knocks the opponent away, gets them off of you. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, you can't really like cancel out of it into any combos or anything like that. Like you can't cancel out of it into down to the up tilt like you can with heracles. But it's just a very good, get off me tool. That's really just about it. So you can create some space between you and your opponents. So that's her neutral jab, which is basically a 3-hit combo. Plain and simple. 1, 2, 3. Let's get into her down tilt. Now, Tarara's down tilt has a very good angle for combo. Very, very good combo starter. And it's very good if you catch your opponents like mixing up the DI. The only downside to it is it's pretty slow. But if you can land it, you do get some pretty good combos at like mid percentages. At lower percentages, you can get things like down tilt into grab. That's if your opponent isn't mashing jump, because her down tilt isn't a very good, reliable combo tool. And then at mid percentages, you can get things like down tilt into neutral air, forward air. Let's see what else you can probably get. Down tilt into forward air. You can also get down tilt into up air. And these are just things like if you catch your opponent like slipping at the wheel, because if you hold back when if your opponent is holding back when they get hit by down tilt, it's very easy for them to DI like the next hit, so it'll be harder for you to confirm. But it's a very good combo starter if you get the read. The only problem with it is that it's too slow. It's a very, very slow down tilt. So what I like to do is I like to dash away, turn around, and down tilt. Or when someone's at the ledge, I like to dash roll distance and down tilt. That way they're rolling in, so they're already holding forward from rolling in. Or I just like to kind of like space out down tilts to make people approach me. And then, like I said, if you catch someone sleeping at the wheel, you get things like down tilt into up air, 4 kill confirms, or down tilt into forward air, or down tilt into neutral air for consistent damage. So that's down tilt. Let's talk about her up tilt. Tarara's up tilt is almost about as slow as her down tilt, but just like down tilt, Tarara's up tilt is very good for confirms. So you can do things like up tilt, up air. You can do up tilt into neutral air. You can even do things like, let's see, go ahead and recover for me, Sophia. Up tilt. I didn't get the dash back. But as you can see, her up tilt is very good as a combo move. And those mid to higher percentages, it starts to knock your opponent very, very high. And the reason being is Tarara's up tilt is actually a very, very good kill move. It's a kill move that a lot of people doesn't know she has. It kills earlier when she's leveled up, but even when she isn't leveled up, it kills. I want to say it starts to kill maybe around 150. So let's see, I want to say her up tilt kills around 150. They're at 154, but almost very, very close. But so it's maybe around 160 to 170 maybe. It's really, really hard to kill with regular up tilt. That's why regular up tilt is such a good combo move. So basically regular up tilt, and you'll hear me saying regular up tilt because the up tilt actually changes when she levels up. So regular up tilt, like her base up tilt, very good combo starter, as you can see. Very, very good combo starting move. Also a very good anti-air move because it basically covers her entire body when she goes for it. So if someone's approaching and you just kind of want to go for the up tilt, you can basically just kind of throw it out to catch the jumps and you'll get a combo from it. So like I say, very, very good anti-air, very good combo starter. And Just kind of like your move to use to like keep people from jumping. Like I say, it's almost as slow as down tilt. Tarara shines a lot better with her aerials. Her grounded moves aren't really that good. So let's go into her dash attack. So her regular dash attack is just kind of like a push. It's kind of like a get off me. It's actually really, really bad. If you're not leveled up, you probably never want to use this dash attack. As you can see, she can't really do anything out of it. It has a lot of in lag because she kind of like does the trip animation if she misses. And even if she hits, she kind of does that stop animation even if she hits. So a dash attack, regular dash attack is definitely not that good. And once again, you hear me say like regular dash attack because her dash attack actually changes when she levels up. And I'll talk about that when I get to the level up mechanic. But regular dash attack, good for catching landings. Definitely do not recommend using this unless you are leveled up because it's probably her worst move when she's not leveled up. Even when she's leveled up, it's a pretty bad move because you can hard punish somebody for throwing out Tarara's dash attack. So we talked about up tilt, jab, down tilt, dash attack. Let's talk about her forward strong. As you can see, Tarara's forward strong is just a quick hit. It has some startup, some wind up, but it actually is really, really strong. And it's actually very good to use if you space it on someone's shield. Like if someone's holding shield and you space the tip or hit, you can kind of jump or act before they do anything. So you can do things like forward smash and mash out jab, or forward smash and mash out down tilt. But that's if you space the forward smash. So I think now about do it for her grounded A moves. Down tilt, jab, and dash attack. So yeah, that about do it for her grounded A moves. Let's go into her B moves. So Tarara actually has some pretty good B moves. The one thing about Tarara is that she's not a very good neutral based character. She's very fast and she gets a lot of good punishes off of like shield and grab. So her special moves are basically her moves that she uses to use her level up mechanic. So let's just hop right into it. And here's neutral B. So Tarara's everyone's favorite gamer. So as you see, her neutral B is she charges up an orb, hits the orb. Now, playing Tarara is like playing a video game when it comes to her special moves. As you can see, the center line closes in on the orb. That's where you want to press B again because like I said, it's like playing a video game. So you want to get that timing and that gives you the perfect shot. And this shot is actually stronger. Stronger than your regular shot. If you just mash it, you get this. If you mistime it, you get that. But if you get the perfect, that's when you kind of get the home run swing. The home run swing is the swing that has all the knockback. It's the one you kind of want to always go for. It's the one that has the most damage. As you can see, very big knockback. And it's kind of like, it's a very good full screen snipe. As you can see, I almost hit her from like on the stage. So it's a very good move. Another good way to use this move is if you're off the stage and your opponent is standing at the ledge to edge guard you, you can just kind of float back and use it that way because it stalls your recovery. So it gives you like another way to recover and you can kind of like drift in, like drift forward or drift backwards when using it. As you can see, I drift backwards and then I drift forwards. You still have to time the hit so you can get the right hit, but it's a very good way to like stall your recovery when you're off stage. And a very good kill move. You don't lose anything from just when you knock your opponent off stage. Back air kill. Yeah, I figured back air would kill. I was gonna say you don't lose anything when you like kind of knock your opponent off stage for going for this move. As you can see, it's just basically used to like extend or put pressure on your opponents off stage. And as you see the blue bar up top, when Tarara hits these moves, all of her B moves, it basically builds up her level up bar. And the more she hits these moves, the more experience she gains. And soon she levels up and she becomes the leveled up version of Tarara. And we'll talk about that after we're done talking about her other B moves. So we have neutral B. Let's talk about side B. Side B, Tarara hops on Peru and basically does a shoulder charge. That's really just about it. You can jump off of it, kind of give yourself an extra jump when you're off stage. So you get 1, 2. So as you can see, you still keep your double jump. You won't really be using this move on stage to punish opponents or whatever. If you do manage to hit one, you do get some crazy confirms, like kind of like that. But it's so slow. It's such a hard tail that it's very rare you hit opponents with this move. It's very, very rare. Another thing about it is if Tarara hits an opponent while she's on it, like while you're using her side B, Tarara will automatically jump, so you don't have to time it. She does that automatically for herself. So, like I say, you just kind of like hit Tarara and do your next move. You can either double jump and up B. You could double jump into Nair, like that. You could just kind of jump into up air, and I'll basically do it for Tarara. It'll basically be used more as a recovery tool. So when you're knocked off stage, you can ride Tarara, jump off when you want, and get back to the ledge. It basically gives her another level of recovery, so you don't have to burn your double jump as fast as you want. You can do things like ride Tarara, jump off, start with neutral B, and recover. So it's basically a very good way for her to mix up her recovery along with neutral B, so you could be able to make it, because her up B is really, really good. Like, you have to have really good timing to spike that up B, and she can mix it up so many ways. As you see, I double jumped off, threw off a neutral B, side B, jumped off Tarara, and still up B and made that. So her recovery is very, very good. She can mix up her recovery a lot of ways with side B and neutral B. So let's talk about down B. So down B is Tarara's hammer. Down B is basically kind of like a hammer minigame. And what I mean when I say it's a hammer minigame, this is the regular hit. And as you see, when you hit them, the orb appears, knocks them back down. And you're like, okay, well, if it's a minigame, what does that mean? You have to time it with the hit of the orb for it to combo. Oh, this hits might be too high. Let's get the KO. So you can mash it. And there you go. As you see, I kept getting hits because you time it along with the combo. And that's basically it. This is actually one of her best moves to level up with. And then also, this move has set knockback because it meteor spikes into the ground. So you can always do things kind of like this. I botched that. Let's try it again. Botched it again. But since it has set knockback, you can do things kind of like this for like an instant level up. So it's very, very good. Your opponents can hold back to DI it, so you can't chain this forever, because your opponents can just hold back to DI past the spike. But if you hit it, it's very good. It's very unsafe on shield, so it's not something that you want to just kind of like throw out randomly. But it's a very, very good move for leveling herself up. If you can hit the hammer, basically at 0 experience, you kind of hit hammer into up B, and you're instantly leveled up. So you don't have to worry about doing that for the rest of that stock, because it's an instant level up. So let me KO myself and kind of show it off. So you can go instant level up. And there you go. So like from that one sequence of hitting one hammer, you instantly become the leveled up version of Tarara. So we talked about, there we go. We've talked about neutral B, down B, side B. Now let's talk about her up B. Her up B is actually a very, very strong kill move. Very strong. It hits really hard. One of her best out of shield options next to grab, and she actually has a lot of confirms into up B, and a lot of her 0 to deaths in kill like confirms will come from up B. It goes very far, as you can see, because when she does it, she kind of like lunges herself up and has a very, very good float. You can influence the direction, so you can start going forward and then go back, or you can start going back and then go forward. She has very, very good control over the second up B. You can go straight up. So her up B is very, very good. So like adding that onto the fact that she can mix up her recovery as much as she wants is really hard to edge guard Tarara sometimes. You just kind of like have to beat her on stage, which isn't that bad because she doesn't have that good of a neutral, but she does have really good buttons to just kind of throw out. So like I say, up B is very, very good. You have neutral B. It's kind of your projectile for keeping opponents out. You have down B. And down B is not something you want to use in neutral. It's something if you get a parry into down B. Later on, I'll show you some actual confirms that she has into down B because Tarara actually has a lot of confirms. Let me see. I can show one off right now. Where you can do things like back throw, down B, into up B. I messed up the angle on the up B, but that would have been an automatic level up off of one back throw. So that's, she, like I say, she has a lot of good confirms and a lot of good tricks to help her excel in neutral and do big damage. Because Tarara loses when she has to chase her opponent, but she does so much damage that she puts herself in the lead a lot of times. So that was her special moves. Let's go into her aerials. So Tarara's aerials are actually really, really good. As I said, her grounded moves aren't that good. You don't really use her grounded moves a lot, but her aerials is definitely where she excels at. Her aerials are absolutely nuts. Very, very good. Very good for controlling neutral. Very good for controlling how your opponent moves. Very good for controlling space. Her aerials are just very, very good. So let's hop into neutral air. Neutral air, falling multi-hit spin. As you can see, multi-hit. Neutral air is also lagless if you land it without getting the last hit. So but you can neutral air, fast fall into things like up tilt. If your opponent isn't ready to DI or always combo at lower percentages, you could even see if I can get this kill. You could even do things like neutral air grab. Neutral is just a very, very good move. Also very good if you want to land on your opponents and mix them up. It's also one of your best combo starters and combo extenders. So it's very, if you're fighting an opponent that's jumping a lot, it's very good to anti-air them with neutral air because you can do things like neutral air up air, neutral air forward air. Like I say, neutral air is very good. You can do things like neutral air B. So like neutral is a very, very good like combo extender. I like to keep it simple and like go for neutral air forward air and neutral air up air. But neutral air is one of her main combo extenders. Also one of your best anti-airs because if you catch someone jumping and you hit them with neutral air, you just get the free follow-up because neutral air has so much hit stun and it's such a good comboing move. Honestly, one of my favorite moves that she has. So let's go into forward air. Tarara's forward air is basically like an upward swing. It's pretty slow, so it's very hard to anti-air opponents with this, but it has a lot of range. And let me unlevel myself up. If it's spaced, this move is actually safe on shield. And believe it or not, if a lot of Tarara's aerials, if you space them, they're safe on shield. So forward air doesn't really like double combo into itself. Like you can't do things like forward air, double jump, forward air, or whatever. But from neutral air, as you saw, you can get neutral air into forward air. And forward air actually has two hitboxes. It has a tipper hitbox. As you can see, you see how hard it hits. And then it has an up close hitbox. As you can see, less launch. The tipper hitbox is what you always want to aim for because the tipper hitbox is the one that's safe on shield and it's the one that gives you the most launch when you hit it. Another thing about the tipper hitbox of forward air is you kind of want to aim for the upward part of forward air. That way it's easier for you to hit that sweet spot right there. It's kind of like the upwards hit, the ending part of forward air. That's where you want to aim at. So forward air, very good, reliable kill move in front if you can hit that like tipper spot. As you can see, you do hit the soft spot a lot. But if you can hit the tipper spot, it definitely KOs. It's not an easy like tipper spot to decide to always want to hit. So you don't lose anything for going for it. If you have the forward air, definitely go for the forward, because if you hit the sweet spot, you get a KO. If you don't hit the sweet spot, you get the damage that you need. So that was forward air. Let's jump into her back air. So Tarara's back air is really, really good. Just like forward air, it has a sweet spot, as you can see, 11%. Then it has an unsweet spot. As you can see, the unsweet spot did 8%. The sweet spot is actually safe on shield, so you just kind of like space around throwing it out. And as you can see, it has very little aerial in lag, so you can throw a lot, you can cover jumps with it, and then after you cover the jump with it, you can fall down and cover the ground option with it. It's a very, very good tool. One of Tarara's best kill moves. It just hits so hard, hits really hard. And since you're spacing out with the robot, it's very hard for opponents to contest it. That is just a very, very good move if you're trying to get some space in neutral, you're trying to scare your opponent, or you're trying to net a kill. It's a very, very good move to just throw out and like basically catch your opponent slipping. So let's go into up air. Up air is my favorite aerial from Tarara. It's actually my favorite move from Tarara. Up air is very fast, very good, very amazing hit. As you can see, it like kind of, it doesn't look it, but it covers really, really low. Like it looks like it starts from in front of her, but it actually starts from her feet, as you can see right here. The hitbox lingers, so you can fall on opponents with it, and as you can see, it also kills. And just like forward air and back air, as you can see, up air has a sweet spot. The sweet spot is kind of like the back hit of up air, as you can see right there. So you kind of, when you're jumping at your opponents, you kind of want to aim to try and hit that back hit of up air. And that's where you'll get that sweet spot from. It's very, very good. Also, it's one of her best combo starters because spaced up air is safe on shield. And if you land it, you get to do things like, as you saw, up air to neutral air, into another up air. You can cover jumps and go up air, because if you hit soft spot at mid percentages, soft spot combos into sweet spot. But you can also do like landing up air into double jump up air like that. So up air is very, very good. And like I say, it's safe on shield if you space it. Like you see, just like the juggles from up air is so good. Very good move to throw out because it's a disjoint. So it's not like if somebody throws out a button, they're gonna like beat your robot. Just very, very good, useful move to throw out. Very good combo extender. Also very good combo starter. And it also kills. So that's the reason why it's my favorite aerial, because it's a combo starter, it's a kill move, it's also a very good move to use in neutral. You just kind of like land on opponents with it, and you get those big combos just from landing on it. 39% just because I landed it up. Very, very good move. So that's forward air, that's back air. Let's talk about down air. So Tarara has a down air. And it's a very weird down air because Tarara's down air actually hits opponents behind her, as you can see. So the knockback of the move knocks opponents behind her. It doesn't really spike. She does have a sticker for it that lets it spike. So that's, I know a lot of people that play Tarara, they run that sticker because it basically just gives her like a free spike when she's like leveled up. But unless you have that sticker, it's very rare you'll be using the down air to get a spike, or you'll kind of be using the down air at all. I haven't really found much use for down air, as you can see, it knocks behind her. So it's really hard to like make it work or get combos with her. It's not safe on shield, and it's not a very good landing option. Just kind of throw it out there. If you're feeling cheeky. But I don't really use it much, because if you can land on him with a down air, you can land on him with a neutral air, or an up air, or you can space a forward air, or you can space a back air. All of those situations you can hit besides going for the down air. But I guess if you're feeling like disrespectful, you can land on him with the down air. But unless you have that sticker that turns the down air into a legit spike, down air is kind of useless. I haven't found much use for it. Maybe there's some Tarara mains out there that have like down air combos or like down air chains, but me myself, I haven't found much use for it. So that's all of her aerials. We've covered neutral air, up air, forward air, back air, and down air. Let's get into her level up mechanic. Yep, she's gonna have another tab because normally by this time we were going to grabs, but we are going to jump straight into her level up mechanic. So as you saw before, I told you when you land Tarara's B moves, get rid of that. When you land Tarara's B moves, it basically levels her up. So, and as you can see, she levels up. Now when she levels up, her orb moves become way stronger and they get extra properties. So now that I'm leveled up, let's go back over her leveled up A moves. So leveled up jab, it's still a 3-hit move, doesn't get any benefits from being leveled up. But up tilt, on the other hand, up tilt and both down tilt do more damage and have more hit stun. And up tilt has more knockback, and how I said up tilt is a kill move when she's leveled up. It's a reliable kill move. As you can see at 100, I'm almost getting a KO, and it's actually pretty stale. And there we go. See, a kill at 134, and when it wasn't leveled up, it didn't even kill at 150, around 160. So basically her orb moves just hit harder and become safe on shield. That goes for all of her orb moves. And also, we talked about up tilt and down tilt, how they hit stronger. Her forward strong changes to Peruru smash. And it's basically, she charges up Peruru, and Peruru hits harder. This move is actually safe on shield because of the distance, because it has more distance than her regular forward smash, as you can see. So at max distance, this move is safe on shield. Has a lot more knockback than her regular forward smash. And let's see if I can get it. I might not be able to because Sophia's up B is very, very good. As you can see, Peruru killed at 90. But this move also is a spike on the edge of the stage. As you can see, it's a very, very strong spike if you can get it. So those enemies that kind of go above the ledge with their up B, you can just kind of spike them down with Peru's forward smash. Like I say, it's very, very good. Very slow because it has like the same time as her forward smash. So you don't want to throw it out a lot unless you have like a good read or good spacing. So let's go into her leveled up dash attack. Her leveled up dash attack actually becomes a combo attack with Peru. And basically what happens is her dash attack that she didn't get anything from before, when she's leveled up, she gets combo potential from it. As you can see, Peru just kind of like serves them and sets them up for your aerials. So that's where you'll see like a lot of the combos and stuff coming from. You'll see a lot of opponents go for dash attack a lot when they're leveled up. So that's why if you're fighting like Tarara's and you see them going dash attack, dash attack, dash attack, dash attack, it's because they're leveled up and they're trying to get that Peru combo extension. That's basically it for her grounded leveled up moves. So let's talk about her aerial leveled up moves. So like I say, moves with the orb become stronger. So that also includes her back air. That includes her forward air. Can I get sweet spot? As you can see, forward air. That also includes her down air. But, you know, like I said before when I was explaining down air, you won't really use down air much. But down air does become stronger. And her up air, the properties of her up air changes. So, without being leveled up, her up air is a reliable kill move. When she is leveled up, her up air is a reliable kill setup move. As you can see right there. So her leveled up air is actually really crazy because it has a bigger hitbox on top of a move that already has a pretty big hitbox. And she gets combo extension. As you can see, you can up air people and Peru knocks them back down to the ground for you to extend combos. And then you can also do things like up air into grab, like that. Or you can do things like Peru up air into neutral beat, like this. And that's basically it. Her, like I say, her level up air is really, really good. Very good for netting those KOs. Very good for getting those combo setups. Like even at 0%, you can do things like this. I dash forward too far. And you basically like get to juggle opponents with the up air, with Peru's up air, because Peru just knocks them back down. Gosh, don't think I've ever said Peru as much as I have now. But her leveled up air is very good. As you can see, 64 from an up air. Very, very good. You could probably extend that into a kill. I missed my up B. But yeah, I'm sure you're getting like the picture. So her up air is where a lot of like the up air into up B combos come in, or the up air into like, as I do a lot, you'll see me do up air into neutral B, or up air into grab. That comes from her leveled up air. Leveled up air, she becomes an absolute menace. Also, let's talk about her grab. So her normal grab was just a regular grab. She does get a lot from her normal grab, but Peru grab is slower, but has more range. Also, it gives you more time to set up. As you can see, with the Peru grab, you can actually move before Peru throws them. So you can basically get in place for the follow-up immediately when you want it. Very, very good for setting up things like forward throw into up B, or setting up things like forward throw into down B, into up B. But once you're leveled up, you won't really use down B. It's if you're getting cheeky, or, you know, forward throw. I missed my neutral air. But as you can see, being able to move before your opponent gets thrown is very good. Allows you to get into space for like some very, very good confirms, some very good follow-ups. So you can do some very, very crazy things. And another thing I want to add is Peru's back throw. It's really strong. As you can see, a kill at 116. It's very, very strong. And like I say, Peru's grab is very slow. But that's not really a problem, because up air will always combo into Peru's grab. A lot of people don't know that, but if you land a leveled up air and just mash out grab, it will always combo into Peru's grab because of Peru's grab range. So you can always do things like that. As I miss my B. But I'm pretty sure you're getting like the gist of it. Peru's grab, very slow. Forward throw, very good for those setups, and back throw, very good for KOing opponents. If you're not able to get a grab, you can just kind of spam up there, because landing an up air will get you a grab. And if your opponent isn't ready to DI, you could probably get a kill as early as like 90 with back throw. So that'll do it for Tarara's leveled up mechanic. Like I say, this is her extra tab, because this is actually, it changes her neutral a lot, because some matchups you'll want to play not being leveled up, and some matches you're completely and absolutely okay with being leveled up. I recommend leveling up when you have the percent lead to basically like extend that percent lead. So let's talk about Tarara's regular grab. Now, Tarara actually gets a lot off of grab. Like I say, her grounded moves aren't the best, but her grab is one of the best setup grabs in the game. Like, it's so good for consistent damage and combos because of the way that it sets. Both forward throw and back throw set up perfectly for combos. So forward throw sets up for things like just neutral air into forward air, and that's at like 84. And I can guarantee you, even from here, you get things like up air. And if your opponent doesn't DI the grab correctly, because in order to DI the forward throw, you have to hold out. But if you're holding out, you're not DIing the back throw, which I'll show you later how back throw has a very good kill confirm. But even from forward throw, you get things like forward throw up air for a kill confirm at like 100. Her grab is very good. So that was forward throw. Now look at back throw. It's basically the same exact way as forward throw, except for instead of you getting the forward air, you get the back air. You can still even get things like back throw, neutral air, into those combo extensions that you want. And at higher percentages at the edge of the stage, the reason why Tarara is so bad, so scary when she has a lead, is because when you have a lead, you can play towards the edge of the stage and get a grab punish and get a grab back throw back air and basically like seal kills that way. And grab back throw back air, it's so good. And the fact that she has 2 combo kill throws that basically work with each other, because if you're DIing forward throw, that means you're not DIing back throw. And if you're DIing back throw, that means you're not DIing forward throw. And both of those can lead to kill confirms because her back air and her up air are both so strong. Tarara has a very, very good grab. Even at lower percentages, you can do things like forward throw, up B. If you're just trying to like get level up, you can do things like back throw into down B. If you're trying to get leveled up, it's just very, very good. That's why I say like Tarara being leveled up and not being leveled up are 2 different things, because the level up mechanic just makes her a better character, but she has really good punishes when she isn't leveled up from basically her throws, which she always seems to get a lot from. As you can see, Tarara has a very, very good throw. Definitely one of the characters you don't want to get grabbed by. So let's talk about combos. Tarara has a lot of combos, as I've shown off. A lot of your combos are going to start from grab, and you'll use neutral air to extend your combos from grab. So things like neutral air, forward air. I killed myself. But neutral air, forward air. So a lot of your combos will come from grab forward throw, up air, or even grab back throw, back air. Those are her safest and easiest combos. You also get combos from down tilt. And you also get combos from my favorite combo starter, which is falling up air. So Tarara has a lot of combo starters. Neutral air is your best combo extender. If you can hit a neutral air, you'll want to hit that neutral air to basically like get as much damage as you can, because with Tarara you want to build the lead for as far as you can, because like around 80 at the edge of the stage you get killed with grab, back throw, back air. And if they're DIing the back throw in, you get kills with grab, back throw, up air. So Tarara, very, very good character. The only thing bad about it is she doesn't have a very good neutral. And your main combo starters will be falling neutral air to like up tilt, maybe down tilt into up air. And like I say, you have, if you're like a very big aerial person, you have falling up air for a combo starter. And you also will always have your grab back throw or your grab forward throw for your combo starters. Basically a rinse and repeat kind of character. That's the way Tarara is. And the thing about Tarara that makes her good is these things always work. They will always work. So these are non-leveled up kill confirms. Let's look at leveled up kill confirms. So when you're leveled up, Tarara has some pretty good kill confirms. So she still gets kill confirms from grab. And she still gets combos from the basic things. So you still get combos from down tilt. You still get combos from, it'll be a lot harder because up tilt has more launch. But at lower percentages, you will still get combos from up tilt. So let's just reset the dummy. But at lower percentages, you can see you still get combos from up tilt. Up air is still your, up air turns into a combo extender instead of a combo ender. So you can still get things like falling up air, extending with neutral air into another up air, or you can get things like falling up air into neutral B, or you can get things like falling up air into grab to extend your throw combos, as you can see like that. So falling up air when you're leveled up, this is actually my favorite combo starter. Sometimes I land with neutral air to get those like those surprise combos, but when you're leveled up, falling up air is like your best combo starter. It's the best combo starter. It gives you your kills, it gives you your setups. It's basically all around just works very well. And as you can see like that. So combo starter for when you're leveled up, definitely falling up air. And the reason why is because you lose access to her quick grab. So you can't really run at your opponents and throw out Peru's grab to get those confirmed like you would be able to throw out her regular grab. So her being leveled up changes like her combo strategy a lot, because it's a lot harder for you to get those grabs. Like I said, a lot of her easy combos will come from grabs. So let's talk about her neutral. So Tarara's neutral is basically you playing an advantage. When you're playing Tarara, you have to decide how you want to play the matchup, whether you want to go for level up the quickest or whether you want to do base Tarara. Like I say, base Tarara has a very, very good matchup spread. Leveled up Tarara relies on only landing these up airs for combo extenders, but base Tarara relies on landing up airs and landing grabs. So base Tarara has more combo potential and basically more neutral winning tools, better than leveled up Tarara. Sorry, stumbled over my words. So like I say, it definitely depends on the matchup, how you want to play it. If you're playing an opponent who's being very aggressive, I recommend leveled up Tarara. And if you're playing an opponent who's like running away from you, I recommend regular Tarara. So when they do come in and you get close enough, you can get those punishes with grabs. But that's basically how you're always going to want to play Tarara. You want to play for a lead. And like I say, since your grounded moves aren't the best, you aren't going to be whiff punishing with grab. You're going to be whiff punishing with a lot of your aerials. So you want to make your opponent guess what you're doing. So you kind of want to put up a circle or a wall with your aerials. And if you feel you're going to get punished, land with neutral air because it's safe and chill. You can go neutral air into up tilt. You can go neutral air into grab. Basically, those things right there. A lot of your neutral with Tarara is going to rely on you spacing out with her aerials, getting those combo extenders, and then basically either getting your kill with grab forward throw or getting a kill with grab back throw. When you're leveled up, you're going to be throwing out a lot of these up airs to get those confirms. And if they're at 0, you're always going to want to go for your 0 to death. That's right, I said 0 to death. Because I think right now Tarara is legit the only character in the game with a 0 to death that the only thing you can do is just kind of DI and pray. So let's get the leveled up. And I can show you the one 0 to death I found that can't really be teched, or you can't really do anything about it except for mix up your DI and hope Tarara doesn't read your DI when she does it. Because up air, the Peru up air, this ground, let me not say Sophia onto the stage, this ground bounce can be teched. So that's not a true ground bounce. It doesn't happen automatically. If your opponent is holding shield or they're ready for it after they got hit by the up air, it can be teched. Even though it can be teched, you can always read the tech with the grab from Peru, whether they tech out or whether they tech in. But that up air can be teched. But at 0, what you want to do is go for the 0 to death. And the true 0 to death that I found that can't be teched or basically gotten out of is up air, neutral air, up air, dash attack, up air, up B. And that's the 0 to death that I found out with Tarara. It's pretty difficult because at certain points of the combo you have to fast fall. So the initial up air to neutral air, you have to full hop it and then fast fall the neutral air into the up air. And once you do that, they're at 50%. And when your opponent is at 50%, you get the dash attack into up air, fast fall up air, up B. So I know it's a lot, but you have to do but at 0, to put them at as close as you can to 50, you do up air, full hop neutral air, up air, dash attack, up air, fast fall, up air, up B. Sounds like a lot. And I was trying to figure out a way to put the button command input on the screen. I haven't really thought of a way. When I'm editing the video, I'm gonna put it on the side so that it will always be there when I'm doing it. But once you get it down packed, it's very good. And the thing about this 0 to death that makes it so good is, like I said, your opponents can tech that right there. So any 0 to death that starts with them landing on the ground can be tech. That's why with this one, you neutral air them before they hit the ground, and that second neutral air into the up air basically up airs them and it knocks them down. It puts them so high that they don't get the chance to hit the ground because you get to dash attack them before they hit the ground. So that's why this was very good, because once they get hit by the falling up air, they don't get a chance to tech the 0 to death because they're so high up. As you can see right there, the opponent, the only thing they could do was DI and pray. The thing is with this combo, you have one chance to DI, and your chance to DI is right here. If they DI it out and you read that and they get hit, they're basically done. And if they DI in at that one point and they get hit, they're done. So that's the 0 to death that I found out with Tarara that basically will always work if you read your opponent's DI from the second up air, because your opponent doesn't have the chance to get knocked into the ground in tech. So that'll do it. We've talked about combos. We've talked about kill confirms. We've talked about her 0 to death. And let's just kind of go back over the kill confirms just to, you know, make sure, because she does have a lot. So her kill confirms, when she's not leveled up, you have grab, back throw, back air. As you can see, if you were closest to the ledge, you would get a kill. You have grab, forward throw. I did not get my double jump. Grab, forward throw, double jump, up air. And this is when you're not leveled up. So these will be your kill confirms when you're not leveled up. Now, when you are leveled up, your kill confirms will come from up air. So you have up air, needs to be. Like I say, that can be teched. If your opponent doesn't tech it, they'll get hit. The thing about this is you just always go for the neutral B hit. And you have, near the edge of the stage, you have up air into back throw. So those are her two main kill confirms that she'll have. Those are the two easiest kill confirms. I always go for them. You'll see up air to back throw a lot because people are never expecting to die back throw that early, or people are never expecting to get grabbed. She also has with Peruru, I get my dash. Mid percentages, she has grab, up B. And that only works because you can act before Peruru throws them, so you can get in position to hit the up B. Like that. But those will do it for her kill confirms. This will actually do it for the Tarara guide. Definitely a lot more work to put in with this guide, since Tarara definitely has like basically two different ways to be played. She also has like a lot of cool setups, a lot of cool kill confirms. She's just a very cool character to play all around. So I don't blame a lot of people for liking her and wanting to play with her. I always enjoy playing with the #1 gamer girl. She's so amazing. When you hit people with 0 deaths, they just kind of like get upset or sad. Or when you hit people with setups like this, they're never ready for it and they just kind of like die. Very, very fun character. Always fun to play. Definitely recommend her if you were looking at her. And that'll do it. If you have any questions for me about Tarara, leave a comment in the comment section. And like I always say, if this helps, leave a like, comment just to tell me that it helps, and subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a character guide for every single character. The next character is everyone's favorite. Is she a raccoon? I want to say she's a raccoon. Let's just say she's a raccoon. I'll get the correct animal of what she is next. But Yuri. And like, let me just double back on it. If the video helped or you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am always down to answer questions. If you want to get some practice matches in, follow me on Twitter and shoot me a message. Always down to help people practice. But that'll do it for the Tarara guide. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.